Good afternoon, YouTube. DutyRon back here again, checking in with another video. And today I'm going to be doing a follow-up to Councilmember Shakur's interaction with the Newburgh City Police Department. And we're going to get into it right now. Guys, my name is DutyRon, retired NYPD Detective. I served 20 plus years in the New York City Police Department. And I'm doing a follow-up to the interaction last Tuesday, just a little bit under a week ago in the city of Newburgh. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Joey. Hello, Winky. Trevor, good to see you. Bells Reborn, thank you for joining. Channel members coming in. Sophia, great to see you. So guys, Emily, thanks for joining. I want to just do a follow-up because a lot of people have been messaging me to please do a follow-up, DutyRon, and I waited, and the suspect here, who is to me a perpetrator of the crime against the Newburgh City police officers, was a council member and still is a council member of the city of Newburgh, New York. That's a community upstate in Westchester, I believe it is, Westchester County. It might even be on the border, Newburgh and it's upstate. It's upstate and it's deep into Westchester County. I was trying to think of the bordering towns of Newburgh, but I know it's right off of 684. The signs are right there for Newburgh, and it might even be part like Rockland County, but nonetheless, the interaction that this elected official had with the police officers was really despicable. It was something that mirrored something that you would see from a jailhouse hood rat that just got out of prison and was being stopped and harassed by the police. Hi, Dawn. Thank you for joining. Paisley Dream. So, good to see you, Gemma. Thank you for coming. This was indicative of what you would see out of a real career criminal. The behavior, and I know that most of you who saw my replay can agree with me that nobody in their right state of mind or right frame of mind would interact with any police officer in the way that this city council member elected by the public interacted, and the F-bombs that he dropped on those police officers was something that you would see off of someone that just came out of jail or is that a career criminal. I worked in East New York and Brownsville as a police officer, and anytime I had an interaction with someone who had deep hatred to the police, no matter what we did, whether we were just conducting a minor traffic stop as the Newburgh police were conducting, or if it was a major stop where the person was potentially wanted for a crime, this is how criminals would interact with us. The amount of disrespect that this guy showed to the police, the disdain, the deep hatred that he showed for the police was indicative of somebody who is like a career criminal. This guy is an embarrassment to the people of Newburgh, and anybody that condones his behavior that he exhibited should really do a deep soul searching of themselves, because this guy's actions were nothing shy of something that you would see from a jailhouse thug. So Sunset Creations, thanks for joining. So I want to read to you his, and before I read this, I want to just set this up, guys. Thank you, Tracy. I want to set this up for you. This councilman, Omari Shakur, and that's not even his birth name. That's not his real name, but that's the name that he took while he was incarcerated. He was jailed for 8 years for assault first degree. His crime in the past, he injured somebody either by gunshot or stabbing them, went and served an 8-year prison term in Clinton Correctional Facility. So he is not any stranger to the correctional world. He's not he's not an angel. He's not somebody who has a clean past. So he issued an unofficial letterhead, a statement on the city of Newburgh's letterhead. This is his official statement in regards to the incident. And at no time in this statement that he issued did he give an apology to the police. Hi, Claire. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Claire Means, great to see you. Thank you for joining. So at no time did he issue any apology for his actions to the police. He simply apologized to the residents of the city of Newburgh. He apologized for the way that he acted, and he said it's not indicative of the way he conducts himself and his leadership. And I'm going to tell you right now, he is using an excuse that the police. Jan, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for that super chat. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. All he was saying is that the police officer who stopped him, the detective who stopped him, and coincidentally, he was parked in the middle of a street. He was parked in the middle of a street where there was two-way traffic, and he was stopped in the middle of the street. Police officer hit his siren and hit the lights and asked him to move, and he refused to move. So that's when they conducted the traffic stop, and he was issued a summons. So he basically said that in the prior 15 minutes of him being stopped, that this police officer was mocking him and mocking his son, who was shot and killed by Newburgh City Police. Now, let me remind you that Mr. Shakur's son was shot and killed by the police because the police tried to stop him in a red Jeep, and he took off on a car chase with the Newburgh City Police. And then when he finally stopped his vehicle, this is Mr. Shakur's son, when he stopped his vehicle, he got out and proceeded to shoot a gun at the sergeant who was chasing him. And he engaged in a gun battle with the police and was shot and killed. When you engage in that type of behavior, that is, the behavior of a felony criminal, of a really bad guy. You risk the chance of getting yourself killed. And his son's death was at the hands of himself. And what he and his actions, what the actions that his son chose to take on that fateful day, they are not, the police department is not responsible for the actions of his son acting like a criminal and engaging in a gun battle with the authorities. If you engage in a gun battle with the police, you are going to have a situation where you potentially could get yourself hurt or killed. Claire, thank you so much for the super chat. Claire Means is a good friend of mine from Periscope. She says, it's nice to finally catch you live on here. I've never sent a super chat before, so I'm trying it today. Claire, if you want to try it again, you could try it again, because, maybe practice makes perfect. But I'm only kidding. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate the super love. That's like a super heart on Periscope, but a real $5 super chat that came through right there, minus 30%. But thank you so much for that, Claire. Thank you. So again, everyone go and check out, coincidentally, Claire Means in the chat right there, she just gave the $5 super chat, is a very talented musician. She has all of her own original music. I encourage you to go over and check out her channel. She is a talented musician. She plays the guitar and she has great vocals. She's a wonderful, wonderful performer, and she goes live all the time on YouTube and Periscope. So check her out, Claire Means. She's right there. So his son was killed by the police, and I think after that incident happened, ladies and gentlemen, he did get a deep disdain for the police, but he had anger towards all police prior to that because he was a member of the Black Panthers Party. And for those of you who are over 40 years old, those of you who are over 40, you know what the Black Panther Party did, and what they did in the 70s was shoot and kill many police officers throughout America. Black Panther Party was an urban terrorist organization made up of African Americans of all different walks of life. And they were really, really bad, violent people who believed in No government should tell them what to do. They didn't believe in authority. They fought against authority. And that's the general message that Councilman Shakur sends out to the public. I don't believe so, Linda. I don't believe so. But there are spin-offs that are still in existence. So Mr. Shakur showed on body cam video his deep disdain and hatred for the police. It was apparent, and there's no way he could take that back. So he issued an apology to the people of Newburgh, but he didn't issue an apology to the police because he said that the police taunted him about his son's death. Now, let me ask you a question, guys. Tracy and Joey and everybody who has, all of you here I know have common sense. Don't you think during a 24-minute body cam rant where he told the police to go F yourself and how much he said, get out of my face, lock me up, or get the F out of my face, don't you think that at one time, just once, he would have said, you mocked my son? That's what he's saying in this letter, that the police mocked him about his son being killed, which is bullcrap. At any time during the 24-minute rant and rave that he did, he never once said that in the video. He never once said that cop that first stopped him was taunting him about his son. He said in the first 15 minutes before that body cam video, he said for 15 minutes that detective was taunting him about his son. And you know what? I would bet my pension on it that guy is full of shit. That statement right here on letterhead from the city of Newburgh, go to his Facebook page and look at this. Just Google Amari Shakur's apology to the citizens. Go and look at this letter. And in here he claims that there was 15 minutes of him being harassed or berated or taunted about his son's death, which I call bullshit on. I call major bullshit on that, because he would have kept repeating that over and over. Just the way he kept repeating, F the police. If you're not going to do anything, if you're not going to lock me up, go get the F out of my face. If he would have said that one time, then maybe this would have been, I would have said, well, maybe they did do that. But he never at one time, not once, during that whole rant of him repeating himself like an idiot, he was repeating himself like a jerk over and over again, saying the same thing. If you're not going to lock me up, get the F out of my face and get the F away from me. I mean, I'm not going to play it again, but let me just say this. This councilman, tonight, there is an emergency meeting that's being called by the city council in Newburgh. The emergency meeting is being called to address this situation, what he did. They called this emergency meeting tonight, I think 7 p.m. in the city of Newburgh. If I lived close, I would go and attend that meeting, but I don't really live that close. And they're going to have an emergency meeting to decide what they're going to do with this guy. And if they don't remove him from his council seat, if they don't take the legal actions to remove this jagaloon, this disgrace of a political city, he is a city council member. He is an elected council member for the city of Newburgh. If they don't take him out of his position, then shame on them, because this guy is a joke. He is a disgrace to the system. He has definitely taken that city 100 steps backwards, and he has proven and shown on video that he is a racist and that he has deep hatred for all police. So this guy is a real clown. And if the city of Newburgh doesn't do something about it tonight, then I will report on that and I will do a follow-up. It'll be my third video and probably my final video on this. But this guy is a complete and utter disgrace. Purgatory Paranormal, thank you for joining. Guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Instagram, all one word, DutyRon. I am on all those social media platforms. And if you want all things true crime and straight shooting, straight from the hip. Go and subscribe to all of my social media. I probably go live about 3 times a week, Claire. Probably 3 times max, sometimes 2. But I don't have a schedule because I have like a busy thing going on, and it's hard for me to do, have a schedule and stick to it. So I don't want to have anybody's expectations up. So I go live about 2 or 3 times. So again, if this is the type of thing that you're interested in, and me, I do report on breaking news. Harvey Weinstein, thanks to a fair and impartial jury, is going to jail. I'm happy about that. He is a disgusting pig and animal. Harvey Weinstein was found guilty out of, I think, 2 or 3 out of the 5 charges, and he was remanded. His bail was revoked, and they took charge, and he's in jail right now. And I'm happy about that, and I report on a lot of different stuff. So again, this council member, if he is not removed tonight, Nacho friend, love and respect right back to you. If this council member, this jagaloon, this disgrace of a city council member is not removed, it will be a disgrace to the Newburgh community. Harvey Weinstein is in the Manhattan House of Detention. He's probably going to be held at the Manhattan. It's part of Rikers Island, not on Rikers Island, but the New York City Department of Corrections has taken charge of him. So he is in jail. He's not going to be in a comfortable environment. He won't have his walker in his jail cell. They don't allow that. You're not allowed to have the walker inside the jail cell. And Maxine, look up jagaloon. I use that word all the time. Go look it up. It's an adult that acts like a child. So that's basically jagaloon in a nutshell. It's an adult that acts like a child. So, and the reason I refer to Councilmember Shakur as a jagaloon is because he was acting like a child. If you guys watched that video, when he was being, when they made him wait for his summons, he turned up the music, the fight the power that be. I thought it was a Spike Lee, but it's in Spike Lee's movie. That song's in Spike Lee's movie, Do the Right Thing. But it's, I don't know, it's some other group. Somebody corrected me, but I don't even give a shit who sings it. It's stupid. He was playing it really loud as the cops were writing him the ticket. And he was giving the middle finger and saying, fuck the police. This is what made me say to myself, this is a jagaloon to the 10th degree. This is what little children do when you punish them and tell them, go to your room, you're in trouble, you're punished, you're in a timeout. That's what they do. They kick and scream, and he turned the music up and was acting like a jagaloon. So anyways, yeah, I doubt he needs that, Julie. You're right about that. You were right about that. But anyways, this is my follow-up to this clown. I hate to refer to him as city council member. I hate to refer to him as it, but he is. He is the city of Newburgh's city council member. He's a councilman. I hate to refer to him as it because he really doesn't, he doesn't act it. He shouldn't be it. He is not somebody who anybody should look up to. He's a piece of garbage, and he proved to us on video, and he knew he was being recorded, and that's how he acted. Could you imagine how this guy acts when he's not on camera? If he acted like that, knowing that the police had the body cam there, and what's ironic is that he ordered the police, along with the other council members, to have the city of Newburgh's police officers have body cams. He was all for the body cam. He wanted it. In November when he got elected, November 2019, this is laughable, guys. I'm laughing because it's ironic. He pushed for accountability from the police with the body cams, and it was the very body cams that he pushed for that ruined him. It exposed him for the racist and a bigot that he is. It exposed him that he hates white police officers, because he's said that. I have read that in some of his... I did a lot of research on this jerk overnight. I really had to do research on this idiot, and he has been hating on the police officers because he claims, this is his words, there's too many white police officers in the city of Newburgh. Those are his words, not mine. So he has made it loud and clear that he is a racist to the 10th degree. So guys, share out this video. I haven't shared it at all. Share it out. This is a funny, ironic thing that he was exposed by the very system that he pushed for. And by the way, I'm a proponent for police body cameras. Hi, Donnie Color. Good to see you. I'm a proponent of police body cams. A lot of my fellow men and women who were police officers have mixed reviews on it. But I think it's safe for the person, for the public, and for the police officer. I think it's a two-way street. I think the police body cams help to keep our police accountable for what they do, the actions that they take. And I think I'm all for it. You know, if you could record a car stop where a woman claims that you tried to have make sexual advances on her and you in fact didn't, this ends that whole conversation. Or if a male says that you stole his money from him and you're recording and it shows that you didn't steal his money from him, then it eliminates all of these false allegations. And I'm all for it, guys. So, you know, again, I didn't have the body cams when I was a police officer. You know, there weren't even cell phones that could record video when I was a cop. There was those small flip phones where you could take a little picture that was like this little, you could barely see the picture. It was like really crappy cell phones back in the 90s and early 2000s when I was a cop. But I'm all for the video. The video doesn't lie, Nacho friend. I agree. I feel that it's safe for the public and it's safe for the police. Hi, Dari D. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. In today's society, body cams are needed. There's my good friend, Retired Irish Detective. We worked in the trenches together on high-risk patrol in Brownsville and East New York. So Dennis, my good friend, Retired Irish Detective, we work together and he is all for it too. I want to say a special thanks to my moderators, to all of my channel members, to all of my Patreon supporters, people who give super chat during the course of all the broadcasts. For those of you who watch the ads and let the ads roll, thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for supporting me and this community. I am also wearing, again, my Thin Blue Line jacket. I support my local police and military. I beg and plead with you guys all to support your local police. They are our first line of defense. The men and women are out there every day putting their lives on the line for our freedoms and our safety. So please support your local police. Do what you can. If you see something, say something. Please report any child abuse or anything that you may see that does not look right. Thank you so much for listening and joining. Please make sure you share this video and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to DutyRon on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Discord, Periscope, and here on YouTube. I'll talk to you all soon. I don't think he'll be charged. I think that they should remove him from his position, but I don't even know if that's going to happen. So guys, love and respect from my house to yours. I'll see you all soon. Thank you for coming in, and God bless the America, and God bless the US of A. Talk to you soon. And God bless the world. All my friends all over the world. God bless. Love you guys.